So, some of you might know we've been finding accommodation on a platform called Workaway. The premise is you work for an agreed amount of hours each day in exchange for food and a bed. You might have seen in our other videos that the first gig we tried wasn't completely right for us, but it's not to say the same about this one. So one of the jobs our host has asked me to tackle is fixing some loose block work around their pool. Now I've never done this before, but I'm going to give it a good crack with whatever tools I can find, and a bag of cement from Bunnings. I started by removing all the pieces and cleaning everything up, and decided to tackle the cut pieces before I reset the coping blocks. It was really handy having 50,000 litres of water next to me. It should be just about enough for my little bag of cement. This is probably where someone is going to leave a comment telling me chlorine will ruin the cement and I'm a useless idiot. But it's too late to change it now. So I really just worked along doing a little bit at a time, because I didn't know exactly how much I was going to need. And there was a couple of these face plates that were broken, so I had to work out what I was going to do with them, because some of it was missing. When I started resetting the coping stones, I knocked all of the old mortar off and put them all into position, then laid them one after another to keep an even distance between them, then backfilling the joints and pointing along. The single best piece of advice I can give anyone when trying to do stuff like this is tidy up as you go along. It just makes your life easier. Alright, so now we're back on the old chlorine water, and I'm ready to start setting the coping blocks. Like I say, I just did this one at a time to make sure that they were level and even as I put them along. I just used a rubber mallet to tap them into place and then pointed down the sides, one after the other. And it turns out that cement stains the blocks. So once I'd cleaned up at the end and let it dry, there was like a white hue over the blocks that I'd fitted. So then I had to go and get some acid to then clean that off to get it to match the rest of the blocks. So avoid getting the cement on the blocks or the bricks, whatever you're fitting. If you can avoid it, it's going to make your life a lot easier. So just a couple more to do, and then I can point up the rest of the gaps, give it a clean, and then it'll be all done. And there it is. I don't think it's turned out too bad. You can let me know in the comments, or don't. But do hit subscribe.